of Design Recipes on WPIX TV.
Welcome to Design Recipes, everyone. I'm Cathy Hobbs. If real estate, interior design, and exotic travel is what you're looking for, you have come to the right place. Here's what we have on today's show.
On this episode of Design Recipes, we tour a gorgeous Manhattan residence with Natalie Baghdadi of Bracha, New York at Keller Williams NYC. The perfect opportunity in the center of it all. Then, our Brooklyn real estate expert Donald Brennan takes us to Pacific Park in Brooklyn. Plus, we are staging for the sale in Midtown Manhattan. Watch how we turn it around in just a few hours. Then, mortgage expert Ace Watanasuparp is back with mortgage questions, specifically answering your questions about buying a second home. And it all starts right now.
We begin with a gorgeous property right off of Park Avenue.
Hi, I'm Natalie Baghdadi with Bracha, New York at Keller Williams NYC.
Natalie.
Hi, Cathy. Welcome to 55 East 87th Street. We're in apartment 7J.
This looks absolutely spectacular.
Let's take a look. So, Cathy, welcome to this bright and spacious living room.
Oh, it really is bright,
Yes.
which to me has so much appeal. I remember I always selected where I was going to live based on sunshine.
Yes, we are facing south, so you get great natural light and great sunshine in the morning. We also have this really large living room space with a separate dining area as well as living.
And it just feels so open to me.
It really is. We have a sprawling 1,422 square feet here, so it's a very spacious unit.
They have a 4-seater here, but I could see a 6-seater. And over here, this living space really is quite generous.
It really is, definitely a large size.
Natalie, everything seems so spacious to me. Is this a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom? What is it?
We're actually in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but we have a dining alcove that was converted into an office space, which could potentially be a 3rd bedroom.
That's interesting to me. Can I take a look at that?
Of course, let's go see it.
Okay. So this used to be a dining alcove.
Yes, this is actually connecting to the kitchen area, but now they made it into a lovely home office with lovely French doors, and you can close this off and make it a guest room, an office space, a 3rd bedroom. It's really versatile.
Which I love. I love the fact that it could be really a flexible space.
Right.
Either keep it as a home office, be perfect for guests, but what I'm really loving is this over here.
Yes, this room is right off of the Grand Terrace, which is really huge. And let's take a look at it.
Grand.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. Now there are a couple of things I'm noticing. One is Central Park.
Yes, you have the Central Park Reservoir to the right of us. You have this really large, spacious terrace.
Now what's this building? It looks really interesting architecturally.
Yes, this is actually a synagogue, and it owns the air rights, so your views are going to always be unobstructed. They can't build above it, which is really great.
No, I love that, and I have to say I'm really loving this terrace. I mean, just to feel the sunshine on my face, you know, maybe if you're enjoying morning coffee, dining al fresco, love the outside.
Yes, it's a very, very spacious terrace.
I'd love to see a little bit more on the inside.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Stuff, right?
Okay. Let's go look. So, Cathy, here we are in this enormous master bedroom with an ensuite bathroom.
One of the things that I always kind of expect in a master bedroom is to see a king-size bed. And so to be able to see the king bed, the nightstands, the dresser, the chest, tells me this room is really gracious and spacious.
It is. Cathy, you could fit a California king in this room.
Now we have a 2nd bedroom, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go take a look.
This is a really spacious 2nd bedroom.
Yes, we're here in the 2nd bedroom, which is adjacent to the master bedroom, and you have a lot of space in here as well.
When it comes to 2nd bedrooms, I don't like when it's kind of an afterthought, or can I fit a bed or not fit a bed.
Right.
This is very clear to me that you can clearly make this a 2nd bedroom, which
Definitely.
I love.
It's a real full-size 2nd bedroom.
Now there's one thing that I haven't seen. My kitchen!
Yes, let's go take a look.
Oh wow, I didn't know that this was an eat-in kitchen.
Yes, you have a lovely little breakfast bar here.
Oh, it's so cute. And well, it extends all the way over here.
Very spacious.
This is a surprise, the fact that you have this whole area here.
Yeah, it is. It's a really large kitchen.
Extremely large kitchen. You know what's interesting about this to me is all this kind of almost storage. You see all of the cabinets and everything like that. It almost makes me wonder about closet space. Do you have a lot of closets?
Cathy, the storage space in this apartment is phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah, I'd love to show it you.
Okay.
Okay. So the first closet actually holds the washer dryer, which is a lovely asset to the apartment.
Absolutely.
Yes, this is actually grandfathered in. Not all the units come with an ensuite washer dryer, which is great.
No, I have to have a washer and dryer. Okay, so what else?
So we have 4 walk-in closets and more. Let me show you the walk-ins. Beginning with the first large foyer closet.
Wow.
In the hallway closet, we have 2 really large closets, a walk-in here,
Wow.
as well as this really enormous closet as well.
Amazing. More big closets in the master?
Yes, another walk-in,
Oh my goodness.
as well as a double closet here.
No way.
Yep, deep closets everywhere. And last but not least, we have this enormous closet.
Oh my goodness, this is like a hidden room. Ah! Natalie, I have to say I'm wowed and a bit surprised by all of that closet space. How would you sum it up?
So we are here in this ideal location right off of Park and Madison Avenue in prime Upper East Side. You have a 2-bedroom with a home office, 2 full bathrooms, a spacious, double exposure, gorgeous apartment.
Well, that sounds fantastic.
Coming up, our Brooklyn real estate expert Donald Brennan takes us to one of the largest undertakings in the history of real estate, Pacific Park in Brooklyn. Up next. Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm Cathy Hobbs. It is arguably one of the most ambitious development projects in the history of New York City. Pacific Park, formerly known as Atlantic Yards in Brooklyn. Now it is finally taking shape. Our Brooklyn real estate expert, Donald Brennan of Brennan Real Estate, introduces us to Pacific Park. Hi, Donald.
Thanks, Cathy. By nearly all accounts, the Barclays Center is a beacon in downtown Brooklyn, a sign of immense revitalization and growth. It is also a major part of a grand plan known as Pacific Park, 22 acres right here in the heart of Brooklyn. The development company Forest City Radnor is the driving force, and today we have the honor of learning more about the plans for Pacific Park. Pacific Park, formerly known as the Atlantic Yards, is a project involving the redevelopment of 22 acres in downtown Brooklyn, near the Atlantic Terminal. After years of community resistance, the project is now in full swing. Now, this is a very large development site. Can you explain what's going on here?
Well, a lot's going on here. This is Pacific Park, Brooklyn. We're fortunate to be working on such a big development site, which has a lot of different types of buildings, a lot of different types of apartments for a really different, a broad swath of the community, mixed income, condos, rentals. So what's underway right now are 6 apartment buildings. We built the Barclays Center first, and then we started with some of the buildings around that and some of the buildings further down here on Vanderbilt, closer to Dean Street. And again, they're in varying stages of construction. And a bunch of them are open, and there's apartments to be lived in. So there's a lot going on. And underneath what these lucite models here sort of speak to kind of the future phase. Right now, there's a lot of infrastructure work going on down there to rebuild the storage yard for the Long Island Railroad. See from the scale of the model here, as well as the map here, it's a big site. And one of the things that's so engaging for us about it is it's the center of Brooklyn. We're really building out a site that didn't have nearly this density, but yet sat on top of 11 subway lines. To build it out to be something that's a little bit more spectacular, that has that sense of place to it. So not only is it 22 acres on the whole, there's 8 acres of public open space that we are designing to weave throughout the project, and it's phased in with the buildings. And you can see that in the green patches within the model. But the complexity beyond that was staggering. I mean, just assembling the site, working to buy people, to buy properties to assemble, to build to buy a basketball team and move them here and build an arena on top of what is the 3rd largest transit hub in New York. We're rebuilding the rail yard of the Long Island Railroad, and there'll be a platform where a lot of these future buildings go. So, just building in this context, and down here at the center of Brooklyn has been a tremendous challenge, and it's taken us some time to get where we are, but where we are now is, I think, pretty exciting, as we'll see when we go see the buildings today.
Beyond the Barclays Center, Pacific Park includes 8 acres of public open space, 250,000 square feet of retail space, and more than 6,000 residential units, a mix of rentals and condominiums.
So this is a mixed income rental building, so it has half affordable rentals, half market rate rentals, and they're all leasing and people are moving in right now. Moving down to the opposite side is 550 Vanderbilt. We're standing in the sales center for that now. That's a condo. Those are condos that are on the market right now, and people will be moving in soon. Other buildings that are under construction include 2 buildings that are 100% affordable. And so that's part of, that was something we developed with the mayor when he came into office, sort of develop a program to bring a wide range of incomes, up to very high middle incomes and then down to low incomes, to sort of work with the fact that there's just incredible demand for people across the spectrum. The middle class doesn't really have places to live in New York anymore. The affordability was a major component of getting the project plan approved. This was a project that's developed in partnership with the state of New York. So the affordability component that's required is 2,250 units. So it was up to us as the developer to work through how best to phase them and where to put them. And so what we decided to do was, our first building out of the ground was half and half. Our next buildings out of the ground, we went to 2 all affordable buildings and 1 condo that's selling now and another one that's underway. And the idea is that it's really to create something for everybody, and that's why it's really spread throughout. And that's also our company's philosophy. So it wasn't a hard thing for us to do. We believe that that's the way that you build successful cities, and this is the scale of it is a small city.
For Pacific Park to come this far has been more than a decade in the making. New York State approved the project's master plan in 2006. The project renamed Pacific Park in the summer of 2014.
It's hard to see that. With construction above grade, you can see what changes day to day.
Sure.
But the rail yard is sort of this invisible thing to the community in the sense that it's hard to see the progress, but there's been a tremendous amount of work.
So Donald, we're at 461 Dean, which is one of the first buildings to open at Pacific Park. Again, it's part of this larger master plan. And this is the first rental building to open. And one of the things I wanted to show off when we're in these units is how much attention to detail we paid with the architect to a lot of the finishes. So, starting from the outside in, we really worked with them to bring a lot of light in. The views are phenomenal, so we wanted to have huge picture windows, oversized windows to help bring that in. And then, the flooring, the finishes, the bathroom, the kitchen cabinets, just the coloring for the way that it all worked. We really spent an enormous amount of time just making it right. And we've heard a lot of feedback from people who are out looking at other apartments in the neighborhood right now, and they're all giving positive feedback in the sense that these look better than anything else else.
A very unique studio. Can you explain the construction technique?
This building is a modular building. It's the tallest of its kind, the tallest modular building in the world. And what we mean by that is that the building was fabricated off-site in volumes, and then pieces were brought here and assembled. So think of it a way in terms of what can fit on top of a truck. It's not a shipping container, but it's an apartment. And it had to be transited here from the Brooklyn Navy Yard, which is about 1.5 miles away. And so the apartment that we're standing in, one of the amazing features about this building and modular generally is that people think modular and they just think boxes piled up. Well, we're in a triangle. This unit was shaped out of 2 mods. So, from this wall over here, about to where I'm standing here, is 1 mod. It's about 15 feet wide, and it had sort of an end cut off, and it sat on the back of the trailer. Then, from here back, we had another little pointy triangle mod, and putting those together on site was what we did. So the entire building is 363 apartments. There's actually 930 modules were trucked here and then set in place. And then the work inside was to put the flooring down and make those connections disappear. And I think that what we're most proud about right now is that you can really start to understand the promise of the project and what the project is supposed to be. Because with people living here, a lot of large, attractive residential buildings up, you really see what it was always intended to be and what it will be going forward.
Pacific Park is one of the most ambitious development projects in New York City history. After some early setbacks, the former Atlantic Yards finally seems to be on track. I'm Donald Brennan of Brennan Real Estate. Back to you, Cathy.
Thanks, Donald. What an interesting look at Pacific Park. It's actually really fascinating to see it finally take shape. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Design Recipes, everyone. I'm Cathy Hobbs. Today we are in the middle of Midtown staging a 2-bedroom property for the sale. But like always, there's a catch. We have just one day to get this project done. The team's already here, so let's check in on their progress. Hey guys.
Hey Cathy.
How's it going?
Good. It's going well. Yeah.
So we have just one day to do this job. Where are we at? Where are we at with furniture, accessories, deciding our rooms? Talk to me.
We have Rainbow moving things into the rooms.
I saw the furniture coming out.
Yeah. So everything's getting set, and then we're ready. We're about ready. We're unpacked. All our accessories are out.
Let's talk about colors. What are we doing in the master, color-wise?
We're thinking black and white are the main colors, and then maybe pops of red, kind of doing some color.
Second bedroom.
I think it's a lot of wood, neutrals,
good,
metallics.
Good. I like that. Very modern apartment, very appropriate.
Yeah.
And then the living room, I don't know if you saw, a lot of the furniture pieces that I selected were really white, soft, and clean. Light, clean. You guys like the way that's gonna look?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, there's so much work to be done right now. I'm gonna go check in with some of the movers, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
This is crunch time, lots going on. Boxes coming out of the truck, furniture going in, and we couldn't get it done without the help of our exclusive mover, Rainbow Movers. Larry of Rainbow Movers, here we are once again. I know that you have 5 guys here, and this is a 2-bedroom. That seems like a lot of manpower. Why do you have 5 guys on a 2-bedroom?
Well, it's understanding your location. The building is in Midtown. Parking is difficult. The truck is parked a little way away from the elevator. You want to make sure you have enough guys to get the stuff into the building and into the elevator up to the apartment, because that takes time, because these buildings have time restrictions on how long you could be here working.
That's right, you have to get in, you have to get out.
Yeah.
Even on my end, we have a big Design Recipes team here because we want to err on the side of caution. Having more men, sometimes haste means waste. This really allows you to take your time, right?
Yes, this is a high-end building. The floors are pristine, the walls, the halls of the building are pristine. You don't want to rush. You could rush and cause a damage that is in thousands of dollars. So you have more guys, and you're looking for safety and efficiency, not speed.
So let's talk about some top tips. One is you have to do protection, right?
Yes, lay masonite down in the hallways. We have blankets and masonite in the apartment. Also masonite on the walls to protect any damaging from the dollies and stuff on the walls, yeah.
And what about assembly? You know, we have a lot of furniture to assemble today. How do you make sure that that goes smoothly?
Just having the right personnel. I have the right guys here to do that. And as simple as it may seem, you know you have to make sure and put on the rugs before you put the furniture on top of it. There are beds, there are tables to be assembled. I have guys that specialize in that kind of stuff.
What we always do is that we always lay the rugs down first so we can actually set up the room.
Yep.
And that also brings me to something that we talk about all the time, experience.
Experience. There is no substitute for experience. You have the right people doing the right jobs, you will get it done properly, safely, and cost effective.
Absolutely. Well, we still have so much work here to do. I'm going to let you continue to work, and we're going to get back to work.
Thank you.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey Cathy. Very well. Steamy.
So, what are the colors in here? I know we have the black rug, and I see the red. which is unexpected. We're gonna do white, red, and black.
Yeah, we're thinking a little pop of red here and there. Some books, some accent pieces, mostly keeping it black and white.
I actually like it, I'll tell you why, because if not, I'm seeing a lot of white here. I'm seeing the white bedding, I'm seeing the white bed, I'm seeing the white nightstand. I think we need to ground it, or else it's gonna appear like ghost-like and floating. We need to hit it with some color. I love the red. I love the red. Okay.
Great.
All right, I'm gonna go get some red accessories.
Great, thank you.
Hey Ash.
Hey.
So what's the plan for this console?
So we're trying to make it, you know, work with the piece above.
Which we're doing a mirror here actually. And then we're gonna do a gold piece above the bed, which is why you chose all this gold, right? Looks really good. I don't know, this just looks really heavy to me.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe the feather would work.
The feather, let's try the feather. Let's try the feather.
With some pieces around it to open it up a little bit more.
Why do you like the feather? I'll tell you why I like the feather. Why do you like the feather?
I think it opens it up and it matches the blacks.
I tell you why I like the feather. I think it gives a little height. I think it's something like that. I like groupings, vignettes. I think if we move this even over a little bit more, I think that looks cohesive.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I mean, let's see how it plays out, but I think that looks good. I think this is a little bit too heavy. So I think this is good. Okay, we're about halfway through, and we have to get it done today. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Let me go check in on the team. Lena, have you seen table lamps? Like I'm not seeing any lamps.
Not yet. I haven't seen any lamps yet.
Any lamps.
Oh, perfect. Let's open that up. I also have black and white, red for the nightstands. I'm really loving the way this is working out.
I'm loving the patterns.
Yeah, I love the patterns, you're right. It's just like so many different patterns, but it's reading as just like a lot of texture, which I think is good. What I'm only concerned, I don't want to see like black, white, red, like kind of like mix it up a little bit. I just don't want it to look too forced.
Okay.
This is great. This is great.
I think we have some metals too coming in.
Metal is good. Like I just want to kind of mix it up, and I love the metal in here. Metal, you want to put some metallic in here?
Yeah.
Silver?
I think silver.
Silver is good. See, I'm worried that this is going to be too much on here now. You know, it's so easy to put this here without the table lamps. That's why the table lamps are so important. Now what we're gonna do here, because I think that, oh, this is good. The artwork, we're gonna go really dark, bold, smoky. There's an elk that I think is gonna look really hot right there.
Sounds great.
We're going out on a limb. We're going out on a limb. It's gonna work. I tell you what I'm not digging about it. I'm not liking this whole like boom, boom, boom. I like the flower though. I like the flower. What if we were to put it like this? Because what we're doing is this big moment right when you walk in the door, this kind of dramatic black and white. And then we just put your little agate like that. So it's just,
okay.
I like this grouping. I just didn't like the boom, boom, boom. Yeah?
Great, yeah.
Okay, all right, good. Now it's just down to final touches. Let's take a look at the before and after. loving this master bedroom, in large part because of one of my favorite design recipes takeaway tips, using a classic color combination. Here we mixed white, black with red, one of the most classic color combinations there is. And what we did was we repeated the color throughout. So here we have in this pillow black and white. We then carry it into the black pillow here and the white pillows that you see here. And then even in our selection of books, white and black. And then we have the hint of red that you're seeing on each side of the bed. So here we are in the second bedroom, and I'm really excited about the way it turned out. My design vision here was to go soft and adding hints of metallic, which is really hot and on trend right now. So if you look, we have this beautiful canvas that has all of these little hints of gold. And then we bring the same element into some of the toss pillows by incorporating some metallic elements. On the bed, really soft, mixing white and cream and just a little hint of camel. A good design recipe takeaway tip is that if you want to create a soothing environment, use a neutral color palette. Let's begin with first impressions. This is where we want to make a bold design statement. This is the foyer, and when you walk in, you want the eye to have an immediate place to go. So I decided to go big and bold. A design recipes tip, don't be afraid to be daring. The living room is, of course, the main social area. And here I decided to use one of my favorite design recipes tips, tone on tone. Don't be afraid to use hints, tones, and shades of the same color. Here we're repeating whites and creams, and I think the room is really successful. We had just one day to turn this property around. Now we've successfully staged our two-bedroom residence for the sale. It's modern, sleek, and most of all, appealing to potential buyers and ready to be placed on the market. We'll be right back. Spring is finally here, which can only mean one thing: spring selling season. Now it's time for mortgage tips from our mortgage expert, Ace Watanasuparp at Citizens Bank.
In a city like New York, it's hard enough to get around, let alone navigate the ins and outs of the real estate market, especially when it comes to buying, selling, and financing, which is why we turn to Citizens Bank and Ace Watanasuparp, Vice President, Regional Manager with the Home Mortgage Division.
Hi, my name is Ace Watanasuparp, Vice President and Regional Manager with the Home Mortgage Division for Citizens Bank.
Matt from Philadelphia. If I want to buy a second home, what are some of the things I need to know about applying for a mortgage?
We get that question so often. Owning a second home can truly be wonderful. As it relates to obtaining a mortgage, the process of buying a second home is typically the same as purchasing a primary residence. For properties to qualify as vacation and second homes, as opposed to investment properties, owners must live there at least 14 days annually and have full control over use of the house. In other words, not turning it over to a property management company for rental. There may be additional requirements to differentiate a second home from an investment property. So, it's best to speak with a loan officer about how you plan to use the home before you consider buying it.
Well, that does it for this episode of Design Recipes. I'm interior designer Cathy Hobbs. Remember, you can watch us on the Pix 11 Morning News and the 5 p.m. News live every Sunday at 9 a.m. on Facebook and anytime at pix11.com/Design Recipes. See you next time.